History is filled with incredible stories of empires rising and falling. But what about the civilizations that simply vanished? Today, we're diving into 4 ancient societies that disappeared, leaving behind baffling mysteries that archaeologists are still trying to solve. Get ready to play detective with me. Let's start our journey in modern-day Turkey. Picture this: huge T-shaped stone pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, arranged in massive circles. These stones are intricately carved with images of animals like foxes, lions, and scorpions. The craftsmanship is stunning. We know this site was used for some kind of ritual or gathering. Here's the first clue. It's incredibly old. Radiocarbon dating places it back to around 9,500 BC. That's more than 6,000 years before Stonehenge, even predating the invention of pottery, metal tools, and writing. It was built by hunter-gatherers, people we thought were simple nomads. So, what advanced, prehistoric society built this colossal temple? Pause for a moment and make your guess. What do you think this place is called? If you guessed Göbekli Tepe, you're right. But here's the mind-blowing twist. This wasn't a city that collapsed or was conquered. Around 8000 BC, for reasons we simply don't understand, the people who built Göbekli Tepe deliberately buried their magnificent temple under tons of earth. They walked away, and it remained hidden for nearly 10,000 years until its rediscovery in the 1990s. Why would a civilization spend centuries building such a monumental site, only to intentionally bury it and disappear from history? We have no written records, no clues left behind. It's a complete enigma. Did their beliefs change? Was it to protect the site? The truth was buried with it. Next, we travel to the Indus Valley in what is now Pakistan. Imagine a sprawling city, one of the largest in the ancient world. Thriving around 2500 BC, it was a masterpiece of urban planning. It had a grid-like street layout, a sophisticated sewer and drainage system that would have been the envy of many European cities thousands of years later, and multi-story houses made of uniform, baked bricks. They had public baths, granaries, and a complex system of weights and measures. This society was highly organized and technologically advanced. Clue number 2. Despite their sophistication, we found very few weapons, suggesting they were a peaceful society. And most mysteriously, we can't read their writing. Their script, found on small seals, remains undeciphered. So, what is this city, one of the world's earliest major urban centers? Any ideas? This was Mohenjo-Daro, a crown jewel of the Indus Valley civilization. For nearly 1,000 years, it flourished. And then, around 1900 BC, it was abandoned. Here's the twist. There's no evidence of a war or an invasion. The final layers of the city show a decline in civic standards, but the ultimate cause of its abandonment is a huge debate. Early theories suggested a violent end, but archaeological evidence doesn't support a massive battle. Skeletons found were not victims of a massacre, but were part of regular burials. So what happened? Was it a catastrophic flood from the Indus River? A long, devastating drought that crippled their agriculture? Or maybe a shift in trade routes that made the city economically unviable? Without being able to read their texts, the final words of the people of Mohenjo-Daro are lost to time. Let's hop across the Atlantic to the tropical lowlands of south-central Mexico. Here, a powerful civilization emerged around 1600 BC. They were masters of stonework. Their most iconic creations are the colossal heads, massive basalt sculptures of human heads, some standing almost 11 feet tall and weighing up to 50 tons. Each face is unique, believed to be portraits of powerful rulers. These people also built the first major ceremonial centers in Mesoamerica, complete with pyramids and ball courts. Here's your third clue. They are considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica, influencing later civilizations like the Maya and the Aztecs. They even might have been the first to create a writing system and a calendar in the region. What civilization carved these giant heads and laid the groundwork for future empires? They are the Olmec. For over 1,000 years, their culture dominated the region. Their influence is undeniable. But then, around 400 BC, their major centers, like La Venta and San Lorenzo, were systematically deserted. The twist here is the evidence of intentional destruction. Many monuments, including some of the colossal heads, were defaced, mutilated, and buried. This wasn't random vandalism. It seems to have been a deliberate, ritualistic act. Did the Olmec people rise up and overthrow their rulers, desecrating their portraits in the process? Or was it an act of ceremonial closure, a ritual killing of the monument's power when a ruler died or a center was abandoned? Some scholars point to environmental changes, like the silting of rivers, which could have disrupted their way of life. But the deliberate destruction adds a layer of human drama that we can't fully comprehend. The Olmec mother culture vanished, leaving its giant, stone children to silently guard their secrets. For our final mystery, we travel to the heart of the Sahara Desert in southern Egypt. It's one of the most inhospitable places on Earth today. But 10,000 years ago, it was a savanna, teeming with life, dotted with lakes. Here, a semi-nomadic people built something extraordinary. It's a small stone circle about 13 feet in diameter, sometimes called the world's oldest astronomical observatory. The slabs are small compared to what we've seen, but their placement is incredibly precise. Final clue: certain stones align with the rising sun on the summer solstice, and others align with key constellations. This predates Stonehenge by millennia. It was built by cattle-herding people, showing an incredibly advanced understanding of the cosmos long before we thought possible. What is this ancient desert observatory? Take your best shot. This site is Nabta Playa, and the twist is not just its age, but its implications. Around 4,800 years ago, the climate shifted. The rain stopped, the lakes dried up, and the Sahara Desert began to expand. The people of Nabta Playa had to leave. But where did they go? Many archaeologists believe these cattle-worshipping, astronomically savvy people migrated east to the fertile banks of the Nile River. They may have brought their knowledge of astronomy, their social organization, and their ritualistic beliefs with them, providing the cultural and intellectual spark that helped ignite the pharaonic civilization of ancient Egypt. So, this civilization didn't just disappear, it may have transformed. The mystery of Nabta Playa isn't just about a people who vanished. It is about a people who might have been the forgotten ancestors of one of history's greatest empires. Their legacy wasn't buried, it just moved. From intentionally buried temples to undeciphered scripts, ritualistically destroyed monuments, and a culture that may have seeded an empire. These stories remind us how fragile civilizations are, and how many secrets history still holds. What do you think happened to these lost people? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you love exploring the world's greatest mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.